why did Rhaenyra and her family leave King's Landing and decide to go live on Dragonstone? Now, logically, it doesn't make any sense for me. I mean, she was Viserys' chosen heir to be the next ruler of Westeros, and her stepmother, Alicent Hightower, obviously doesn't approve of her for various reasons, and so there's every chance that she might try to make her son the ruler of Westeros, who's also Viserys' son and Rhaenyra's half-brother. And concerned that she's the heir, she needed to be in Westeros. She needed to be in King's Landing. Looking at day-to-day things. Yes, there were a lot of issues going on with what happened with Harlan Strong and her children's origins and all that. But she's a princess. Who cares? She should have just stayed there, stuck it out to ensure that nothing happened. And because she didn't stay there, Otto Hightower and the others managed to plan a coronation of King Aegon as soon as Viserys died, and the plan went perfectly because of that. Now Rhaenyra must have thought about that risk and how complicated things would be if Aegon got crowned heir when she was supposed to be the heir, and how the loyalties of the kingdom might end up being split. I mean, sure, she might have some security issues and all that staying there, but her father's the king. She could have just come to him and told him all that and made extra security or just see everyone when necessary, but she should have stayed in King's Landing. Leaving King's Landing is a big mistake. Yeah. I don't understand the logic behind that. I mean, sure, I guess she could have gone to live on Dragonstone, but she has a dragon. She could have just flown back there and back daily. At least she could have done that. And it's not that far to go when you have a dragon. But it wouldn't taken that long. So she could have gone for daily activities and all that. But she didn't do that either. She just stayed away. And even after she married Daemon, they decided to stay there again. Now, I think that at least Daemon would try to go to King's Landing because he's now Rhaenyra's husband and the future king. So he wanted to stamp his authority there as the future king consort at least. But he doesn't do that either. He stays with Rhaenyra on Dragonstone. And even after they have their children, they still don't go. Which doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, even in the end, the only reason that Rhaenyra went back to King's Landing was because Corlys' brother was trying to take Driftmark and he was requesting the counsel of the king. And she went there to make sure that doesn't happen, and so that her son remains the heir to Driftmark. And Rhaenyra must have known that Viserys had been sick for a while. I mean, when they finally meet King Viserys, he's completely bedridden. He barely remembers anything, barely walk, barely talk, can't do anything. And Alicent Hightower and Otto Hightower are basically ruling Westeros. Basically, the Hightowers are the new rulers of Westeros, just not in name. And surely she must have known that, and yet she decided to stay away anyway. I mean, they even changed the color of the Targaryen flags. They changed it to a green and gold color banner or something. Now, that's a big deal considering that the Targaryen colors are black and red. But they changed that, and she surely must have known all this stuff. And even if she didn't want to look into it, I'm sure Daemon must have heard about it. I mean, there's no way he would just let that stuff slip by. But they didn't do that. They waited till a situation came that they had to go, and they realized that King Viserys was sick and was outraged by what was happening. But come on, what did you expect to happen when you're not there and the only ones around King Viserys are the Hightowers? Yeah, it was a big mistake, in my opinion, that they stayed on Dragonstone. They should have been in Westeros, and if this whole war could have been avoided. I mean, she could have stamped her authority, and she has Daemon's support, so no one's gonna mess with him, obviously. she could easily stamp the authority, and the High Towers would just step back. But he didn't do that. She didn't do it, and now we're about to have a civil war because of that. Yeah.